coming up on Six Flags America's opening day vlog. Here's an up-close look at these trains. These look sweet. Look at these guys. Look at these guys playing Simon Says.
Now get ready. Here we go.
Hello, Taffy. Sylvester.
How you doing, guys?
Bugs. Happy opening day from Six Flags America here in Woodmore, Maryland. What is going on, guys? We are at, well, Six Flags America. This is a relatively small Six Flags park, and it's got some pretty good coasters. We're gonna check it out. I haven't been here in nearly half a decade, so it's been a very long time since I've been here. I really love this whole entire front entrance area too. So we're gonna get on some roller coasters, meet up with some other people that are here, and let's just go have a good time. In the distance is Roar and one of the airtime hills for Superman Ride to Steel. You'll also notice right over here in front of us is actually their technically new for 2025 attraction. Even though it was close to not operating, it was the splash zone area of their splash boat ride, which is getting reimagined this year. So will probably be open by summer. Shipwreck Falls, and they actually have the opening day May 24th. So May 24th is when you will be able to get back on Shipwreck Falls, and it looks relatively clean. They definitely repainted a lot of stuff here from the last time I was here, so this looks nice. Here we are entering the Gotham City area of the park, and there's definitely some big changes, including Harley Quinn, which I have not seen this ride before, at least at this park. It is a smaller version of the Wonder Woman Golden Lasso at Six Flags Great Adventure, but looks to be a solid ride either way. They've definitely changed up a lot of things around here for sure, from the looks of things. Just showed this Jinx, one of my personal favorite roller coasters that I got a chance to ride, and not open quite yet, so hopefully we get around to this one. This one looks like it got a repaint too, so looks like I want to try to keep this one around for a bit. Straight ahead is Wonder Woman. This is definitely new from the last time I was at Six Flags America. It's sort of a new generation Skyflyer from Fun Time. Oh, there's Joker. Straight ahead is our first potential destination of the day, and that is the Superman Ride of Steel. Let's go. So this mysterious Intamin shipment that Ride of Steel got has to do with the fact that they got new trains. It says here for the 25th anniversary, the ride has been upgraded with 2 new state-of-the-art trains. The red train will be commissioned this spring, and 2 train operation will resume in the summer. So it should be pretty exciting to ride Superman with these new trains, and we'll see how they hold up when the ride opens. This looks to be the new seat right here. They kind of got rid of the little crotch thing, but they have these shin guards now. And it's got to go to about right here to go green, which is quite a bit of room if you ask me. And it has a seatbelt, so that's kind of something to keep in mind is they do have the seatbelt there, so I don't know how much I guess Johnny's going to go in. So you got to buckle in. Being the crash test dummy here. Yoinking the thing. And then pulls down, goes green. Looks like it gives you a lot of room. That is a lot of room. Wow. That's pretty forgiving. Wow. And you can see all the way down there, that is the red train that is not put together yet. So right now we would be riding on the blue train. Oh, water dummy.
Cinema. Absolute cinema. Oh, they got water dummies on it. I don't think drain the water dummies.
Nice.
Is that ours, Bill? Dude, imagine the speed of either of us until we move over. That would be so good. The lift hill itself is better than all of this.
Here's a nice shot of Batwing, the only Vekoma Flying Dutchman left. That's the last of them. And hopefully today we will get on and give it a couple of rides. Wow.
Damn, it's slow.
Oh, it is. Nearly about 2 hours later, they're going to send one more train, and then they're going to open up the line for us here to ride Superman. We are being escorted into the station. We are getting on the first public train of 2025 for Superman Ride of Steel. Look at this. Here's an up-close look at these trains. These look sleek. I love that the blue is nice and light, and you can see a good look at the car itself. It's great.
And to all guests, please leave all such devices in a cubby or with a non-wire. Six Flags is not responsible for any articles lost, stolen, or damaged. Thank you, and enjoy your ride.
Here is the red train. These are the new red trains here that they are going to put on. It's the same exact thing as the blue one that we were just on, but they are reserved and just about ready to go. Right in between Batwing.
It's so good. It's so good.
I'm sorry. Alright, so we just got off of Superman Ride of Steel, first train of the season with the brand new trains. These trains are really, really good. They have these shin guards on the side, as I mentioned earlier in the video, but they did not interfere at all. Really smooth. It was on the slower side, granted. It is early in the day, so it'll obviously warm up as typical Intamins would. But in general, this was a really fun coaster. Still, it's easily say it's the best in the park. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but now we gotta get a ride in on Batwing.
That goes over there, guaranteed gray out every time. And then first go.
From right here, you get a good look at the front of the train as well. They're great. Really nice. I've always looked at this ride to be one of the smoother rides in the park, which is kind of shocking knowing that this is the Vekoma track that's used, but let's see if it's held up since the last time I went on it.
54 and 78 inches tall to ride. Please place all loose articles, including phones, wallets, keys, hats, and backless shoes in the cubbies located next to the exit gate. Once your articles are secured, board one of the 4 empty seats in your row, then buckle your restraints while leaving the platform apart. During the ride, please keep your head back and hold on at all times. Thank you, and enjoy your ride on Batwing. All such devices in a cubby or with a non-ride. Six Flags is not responsible for any articles Welcome to Batwing. You must be between 54 and 78 inches tall to ride. Please place all loose articles, including phones, wallets, keys, hats, and located next to the exit gate. Once your articles are secured, walk onto the 4 empty seats in your row, then buckle your restraint vest while leaving the black bar on. During the ride, please keep your head back and hold on at all times. Thank you, and enjoy your ride. Mobile devices can become projectiles while the ride is in motion, so for the safety of all guests.
Despite it being old Gen Vekoma, this is still a great roller coaster. Really, really great coaster. It's still held up pretty well since the last time I rode it, which was nearly 10 years ago. Ain't that crazy enough? But fun ride, fun ride. Age-old question though, is Superman or this better? I think this is better than Superman.
It is.
I think this is better than Superman. You think so, Johnny?
Yes, the layout is so much better than this one.
The vertical loop really just throws you off.
Yeah.
Like, the whole, when you, like, what's really cool is that when you turn around, your whole upper body just kind of just goes up because the whole front of the bar, it's not, the whole front of the harness is so loose that you're basically like almost sent forward down. It's really unique. It's really cool. Fun ride. They're doing some work on the side of this building by Penguin. Very interesting to see this here. So I'm intrigued by this. But it is coming back. May 24th this is going to be opening up. So Penguin ain't going anywhere. Up now is the Joker's Jinx. Let's give this a ride.
On top of his hands on top of it. Like just cut down on top.
When there's a Joker, there's always a Harley.
To my guests in line, can you guys do me a favor? Please step back behind the yellow line. Look down at your feet. Look down at your feet. Please make sure you guys step back behind the yellow line. Thank you. Tennis all clear? All clear. Everybody got a turn. Everybody got a turn. Simon says, lift your hand up. Put your hand down. You're out, you're out, you're out. See, I got. Okay. Next one.
Look at these guys.
Simon says, raise your hand.
Look at these guys playing Simon
Simon
Says.
wave your hand. Simon says, keep waving your hand. Simon says, wave the other hand. Simon says, put your hand down. Put your hand up.
Oh my God.
Refresh now, love. Welcome back, buddy. So we got you a lot of Jinx. You put your eyes on the complete stop. You guys can exit off. Here, right here, they here at Six Flags America. Make sure you guys go check out.
Gotta catch you shortly. Step forward, step back. The area start now. Closing. Loose article, last part. Good back. Bye.
Alright, finally got on to Joker's Jinx. It did go down for a bit, but we got on it. This is a really fun ride. One of my favorite launch coasters just for the fact that it's just an overall fun ride. The first half, it's not a very punchy launch at all. It's a very fun launch, I would classify it as. So it's definitely not an intense launch for that matter. But the second half is really where this ride shines. Once you go through those little rings up there, man, you start flying down that whole entire section. Those turns are tight, they are intense, and it really is. And it all leads into that final corkscrew, which I think is the highlight of the ride. It's a really good roller coaster here in the park. Next up on the docket is Firebird, and this ride definitely looks familiar because when I first rode this ride, it was not called Firebird, it was called Apocalypse, and it was a B&M stand-up coaster. And it was a solid ride, I'll give it that, when it was Apocalypse, but who knows, they threw forest trains on it, they gave it a re-theme, and they kept the fire effect. So, let's give this thing a shot. What could possibly go wrong? That was Firebird. I don't know where I'd place this amongst other floorless coasters. You good, man? Huh? You good?
I got head banged.
Oh God. Well, yeah, that was something. It was okay. I mean, it's still a fine ride. I'm willing to keep riding it, but I don't know if I'd do it every single time I were to go to this park. Oh, look at this guy. What is that? All right, I guess we're gonna try this out. So they did retrack a bit of it, so might as well give it a shot. This whole section right here of Roar was retracked. You can tell from the coloration of the wood right there. So this whole second half of the ride should be pretty smooth, hopefully.
Welcome to Roar. You guys before you get into the top ride of that, we're taking each other, please step through the arms out of your
Welcome to Roar. You must be at least 48 inches tall to ride.
Alright, that happened. We roared, we screamed, we jolted around. It was a fun time on Roar. I don't even have any words right now. I don't know. Roar. And just like that, we had looped around to the front entrance of Shipwreck Falls, which is where we actually started our day. So this looks like a new painted sign too, so it looks really nice. But that's coming in May 24th is when you'll get to experience Shipwreck Falls once again. That's me, I believe, last season, so that's something to keep in mind of. In the distance, I see Sylvester and Tweety. But we are going to go in and check out the brand new, for 2024, the Steamtown area. So that's this brand new area. They reinvented the Mind Racer. They gave it new trains and all that stuff. We're also going to have lunch here, so this should be a fun area to check out. And they got a Zampera Nebulas. You can't go wrong with the Zampera Nebulas. I like the sign a lot here, where it basically tells you what's open and what's not, and when the area opens. I kind of hope that this is something that they adopt for maybe other areas or other portals of the park. This would be a really cool concept, I think, if they kind of use this too, because this would be a great way to tell people what is actually available and what's not. Now, I will say the last time I was in this part of the park, Steam Whirler was not here. It was actually another ride here called Rodeo, which is honestly one of my favorite rides in the park. And it's a shame to see the rodeo go, but Zampera Nebulas are great rides too. So this is a pretty solid replacement for Rodeo, which was a really fun flat ride when it was here. So if you have no idea which ride I'm talking about, you basically ride on like a bowl, and the thing just goes absolutely haywire, and it's a ton of fun. But these rides are just as good too. Alright, well, we're now right outside of a Vekoma SLC, once called Mind Racer, considered to be one of the worst roller coasters on the planet. Well, I guess we'll kind of see if that's still the testament. They got new trains for it last season, and now it's been given a new name to fit into the theme of the Steamtown Professor Screamore's Skywinder. So I guess we're gonna get on it. Oh boy. I will give them props, because the color scheme of this ride looks really, really cool. I will give them that though. So what I've learned about Professor Screamore's Skywinder is that trains don't solve everything. The track is definitely the roughest part of this ride. The trains are definitely super helpful, don't get me wrong. But my gosh, this thing is shaky still. There's a weird transition here right around this area, and you like feel jolts. It's definitely on the rougher side, unfortunately. Still, don't get me wrong, the trains help, but like, it's still just as rough as I remember, unfortunately. I have never been so happy to see this again. I think we have another reason to come back to Six Flags America. They have chopsticks, which is awesome. Great Adventure doesn't have theirs anymore. So getting back to having this again is gonna be, oh, it's gonna be amazing. Despite it being down right now, and the fact that they've been running test runs for it, we're gonna wait the line for Raging Cajun, which probably is not gonna be that long of a wait, so let's go. Well, scratch that, they were actually gonna be probably closing down the ride for the remainder of the day, so we're gonna get one more ride on probably Superman, and then we will make our way on out of here for the day. So I'll meet you there. All right, we're going back for another ride on Superman. Here we go.
But I'm just well, you got money? Did anybody die?
Second ride on Superman. Time, just so you know, is 4:28. I see Wild One going, so that might be our final ride of the day. But besides that, it is running a lot faster. Superman is definitely much faster during the day. I bet in the summer this thing's gonna be hauling. So I definitely don't want to go crazy about knowing where this coaster ranks until I really unlock its potential by riding it in the summer at some point. But man, this is a really fun ride. You would think that that first drop goes steeper, but it doesn't. So it kind of takes you by surprise a little bit when you go down that first drop and you kind of get that little jolt of that airtime there. But no, I love this ride. I love this ride. Really, really fun. Great fit for the park. Definite standout in the park. And yeah, deserves respect for sure. All right, we're back in Mardi Gras because we're going to do one final ride for today. And it's going to be on the Raging Cajun. Let's give this a ride. And this will probably be the final ride of the day. Well, that was definitely one of the fastest spins we've had on that ride in a while. Holy cow. Interestingly enough too, we stopped right there on the ride. But I don't even know what it was for. I guess something happened. So, here's what it is. But that's a fun and dizzy way to end out opening day here at Six Flags America. We're gonna head to the front, check out the merch, and then drive on back home. Fun day though, fun day. Back here at the front of the park, I gotta say, it's a really, really nice area of the park. It's for like merchandise and like a nice walk-through area. So we're gonna check out their Emporium, their shopping area, and their main shopping store, see what they got in here. Looks like the Looney Tunes Emporium was, well, all Looney Tunes, but they have a separate Six Flags Emporium, which is probably gonna have all the Six Flags ride merch that I'm interested to check out. And as I mentioned earlier, that is Apocalypse up there. That was once former where Firebird is. It was repainted, and now it has sit-down trains instead of stand-up. And that's how I first rode Firebird, it was Apocalypse before. So that's cool. Alrighty, and that's gonna do it for today's vlog here at Six Flags America. It's a very small park. I've been to it many, many times before growing up, and now coming back here in 2025. It's been really, really cool getting on all these rides once again. It's really underappreciated. I know it's towards the bottom of the barrel when it comes to Six Flags parks, but it's a park you definitely want to give a chance if you're in the area, if you're in Maryland or Virginia. give this park a chance. It's actually got some pretty solid rides to it, and it's a fun place overall. Not a place I'd spend all day at, but they have a lot of options for that, like Hurricane Harbor, as well as some of their coasters in the Gotham City area. Great park. Give this park a chance if you're in the area. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and always think you're right. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the parks very soon. Goodbye.
Here we go. Farm 10. Take back. Farm 10. Take back. Here we go.